in fear, in fury, in dread, and yes, in hope. I, an elder nearer to my 6th decade than my 5th, who studies constantly, who reads like a scribe from the Middle Ages in a cell, didn't see it coming. But you did. Like every generation of human who has come before, you retain that mad ability to surprise and to surpass your elders. That, my brothers and sisters, is your highest glory. But if I may share a few things with you, I would be honored. For I have seen some things that most of you have not. I have seen the foul insides of prisons longer than most of you have been alive. I have seen death rows and holes, and places foul enough to curdle your stomach. I have seen betrayals that would dry crocodile tears. I have seen men wail at the moon with their madness and weep blood. Many things have I seen, but this OWS has surprised you. Thank you all for that surprise. What would I say to you? I would reach back to one of my elders, Malcolm X, who learned from his elder a very potent truth. All of our studies, history best rewards our research. I really don't mean that boring shit you learned in high school or often in some colleges. Read true history. Read real history. Read Howard Zinn's classic, A People's History of the United States. Read There Is a River by Vincent Harding. Study. By so doing, you will do far more than to merely feed your head. This information will inoculate you against ignorance and the trap of ideological thinking. It will broaden your perspective, but it will do more. It will show you that your job, as long as you are part of this movement, I hope until it prevails, isn't to remake history. Do not idolize nor idealize the 60s. If the 60s were really so cool, if the 60s really were so cool, you wouldn't have to do what you're doing now. Don't remake the 60s. Make the 10s. Don't remake the wheel. Learn from our mistakes and those of our parents. When you are engaged in a movement, go through with it. Don't sell out. Don't drop out. Don't stop. Or your children and grandchildren will inherit your failures and be burdened with the Herculean task of trying to undo what you failed to do. This America is the way it is because many people took the easy road. They cut their hair, they shaved their beards, they took off their beads and peasant tops and put on parachutes. In the 90s, people called it the me generation. But that generation gave you this generation of a busted economic system built on broken dreams, shattered homes, and mass legalized thievery. It brought you credit default swaps, mortgage bonds, tranches, and the Wall Street before you, standing as a monolith of greed. That generation not only shattered your dreams, it shattered their own. They settled. So do not settle.